Your amazing child is turning 3 soon. And even though he may still have delays, he has been making great progress with the help of the Early Start team members working with your child. You and your child have both learned a lot, and now you have a better idea of how to help your child learn and thrive. But now, your team is starting to talk about transition. What is a transition? What does that mean? And why can't you just continue with the services you have, especially if they're working and your child is doing well? This video in the series, Get an Early Start, will help you better understand what is meant by transition and what that means for your child. I will also let you know about some resources available to you so you can find out more about the next level of services available. Up until now, your child has been receiving services through an Early Start program from specialists who generally come to your home or your child's daycare and provide one-on-one services to help address your child's delays. But now they're talking about having your child evaluated for special education by the school district. Doesn't school start at age 5? And what about all the services your child is currently getting? Will they just stop? How will you know if your child is getting what she needs to be successful? Let me explain what special education preschool is and how it might benefit your child. So what is transition? Simply put, it is your child moving from early intervention services provided by the Early Start program to special education services provided by the school system. Early intervention services end at age 3. And while some children may no longer need services, many children still benefit from services after age 3. If your child is still receiving early intervention services as he gets closer to age 3, then your local school district will evaluate your child to determine if he would benefit from a special education preschool program, which starts at age 3. And don't worry, your child's early intervention team will notify the school district so that this evaluation can happen well before early intervention services end. This evaluation is the first step in transition, and if your child is found eligible, a new service plan will be developed for your child called an Individual Education Plan, or IEP. The IEP is a written document or plan that will outline the services the school district will provide to your child to help her meet her educational goals. Generally, if your child has been diagnosed with a disability that is causing them to have delays, they will qualify for an IEP. This first IEP meeting can be a stressful time. I still remember my son's first IEP meeting. I was at a table with 12 professionals, all talking about my son and what his needs and abilities were. Now, his Early Start team was there, but so were members of the school district who did the evaluations. There were all of those assessment reports to go over, unfamiliar terms to learn, and new goals to create. Even though I had been to many professional meetings, this was confusing and a little scary for me. His Early Start team was there to help the school district team create appropriate goals for my child, which gave me some confidence in the services that the school district would be giving to my son. But what can really help in those meetings is understanding your rights as a parent and your child's rights to services. This will help you better participate in the meeting and feel more confident that your child is getting the services she needs. Remember, you are an important member of that team, and you know your child best. I strongly recommend you contact your local parent training and information center to learn more about your rights under the special education laws and learn all the terms that the school teams will be using at that meeting. That's what I did, and it made a world of difference for me and my child. Knowing this information in advance of that meeting can be really helpful. You can also look at videos online to give you a better idea of what to expect at these meetings. Information on parent training and information centers and helpful videos are listed in the resources accompanying this video. Another way to provide the team with valuable information about your child is to create a one-page profile of your child. A one-page profile is simply a written summary of your child, a document you can share at your IEP meeting to introduce all the team members to your child in a more personal way. School team members may have briefly met and evaluated your child for, say, speech services, but the one-page profile will provide them with more information, such as what your child likes and what motivates your child, so they can understand how your child learns and successfully work with your child. Templates and information on how to make one for your child are also included in that resource guide. Also, if your child is using any sort of tool or device which is helpful in their day-to-day life, like using pictures or photos to communicate, or a visual schedule to help them understand what is coming next in their day, or even using a weighted blanket or lap pad to help them calm down, please be sure these tools are noted on the one-page profile and in the IEP document. Oftentimes, we forget how important these simple tools can be to help our children at home with daily routines, so be sure to mention them. Finally, I really encourage you to reach out for some support. Your local Family Resource Center can help you plan for that meeting. You can also bring a trusted friend or a family member with you to that IEP meeting to provide support. You can also take home the IEP and review it and have others help you look at it before signing it if you need more time to fully understand it. All of these options are available to you and are within your rights as a parent. Again, your local Parent Training and Information Center can help you learn all about your rights and your child's rights to services. Because there is a lot to remember, I have also included several handbooks in the resource guide. These booklets will provide you with useful information and help guide you through the transition process. You can also check in with your early intervention team, and they will be able to answer questions for you or direct you to local resources as you go through this transition. If your child is a client of the regional center, you will also receive information from your child's service coordinators on transition. Information on regional centers are included in our resource guide. As you can see, there is much to learn about transition, from the Early Start program and services to special education program and services. There are many places you can go for help and information. The main thing to remember is that if your child continues to need services at age 3, then those services can continue to be provided by your local school district once early intervention ends. The services your child needs will be agreed upon by the school team on an IEP. Also, you are an important voice on your child's team, so get informed.